That is justice. Hi guys, welcome to Nerd Bites, and this is going to be my review for episode 5 of season 1 of The Last Kingdom. Obviously, before we begin, spoiler alert, I will be spoiling things, so if you haven't seen the episode yet, go and watch it first, then come back and listen to my review. So we catch up again with Uthred, and the ships that were on the way, others' ships, all got destroyed, or most of them got destroyed in this massive storm. It killed obviously loads of them, and there's only a handful of them left on the beach. He goes down to the beach to see what's left, then he buys a horse off someone double the price so he can get back to his wife and child. When he gets back to his land, he finds that fat dude, he's kind of like the lord of that land, busy doing stuff with a woman. He stops her from doing that, asks where the mother and child is, and basically he's found out that Odda, which is Odda the Younger, not the Elder, has commissioned to get rid of her and get her out of that city because obviously the Danes are coming, it could be dangerous for the massive storm. So he got her and took her to safety into the capital. I think it's the capital. He gets a little bit angry because of that, and he storms off. He gets back on his horse, he rides over to the camp on top of the hill. He finds Odda, he gets straight off, threatens him, pushes him to the ground, puts his blade, I think it's called Wasp Sting, up against him, threatens him, asks him to tell him where his wife and child are, because he thinks it's a threat, because obviously he realised that Odda kind of likes her, and you know, you can tell that there's tension there, which again, it was good, well developed. You can see that Uthred is obviously not very smart when it comes to keeping his temper. You know, he's very young and naive, which obviously reflects through the books as well, and it's really good to see that. He gets stopped from doing that, he gets into a bit of an argument with Odda the Elder, and then after that he comes up with a plan. The plan is basically, because of whatever's left of the ships, of other ships, they're down below at the bottom of the hill. He wants to set the ships on fire, so that way he can distract them, and then obviously all of the knights can move in and destroy them and to kill them off and everything, and Wessex is saved. He does this and it's awesome. It's just really good the way he does it. I think he used like pig's intestines and everything, which obviously all the liquids and everything, and as soon as the water catches it, expands in fire. He basically uses like fire bombs to throw them into the ships, which is a really cool way of doing things, which is awesome. Odda the Younger tries to tell Odda the Elder to try and flee. This is our opportunity to go and leave Uthred to die. Obviously, it's more and more apparent that he doesn't like Uthred, and obviously I assume it's going to play out more as it goes on. Odda the Elder tries to honour his agreement. He decides to attack, and off he goes down there. And as Uthred is leaving, he gets stopped by one of the Danes. Then all the rest of them see, and Ubba sees him. And that is it. They have to fight, and they get into an altercation. They get into a massive fight. Literally, they don't have any armour on them. It's literally just rags. They get sword and shield each. That's it. Obviously, Ubba has his axe, and it's a really cool fight. Really well done. Well choreographed as well. Just very brutal. But the great thing about it is, Uthred was faster, and even though Ubba was strong, just wasn't quick enough. And eventually, he was overcome by Uthred. He cuts across the back of his legs, right on the heel. Oh god, it was cringeworthy. And then he sliced him across the chest. As soon as he fell to the floor, he said, "Go to Valhalla, Lord," stabs him in the chest, and that's the end of Ubba. Awesome way to die, awesome way to go. And then just at that moment, you think Uthred is as good as dead, because they all start to close in around him. Just as it happens, all the knights push forward with the shield, and he just disappears behind them, and the fight goes on. It's just an awesome way to do it. Odda the Younger, he gets back to Alfred, and he basically claims that he's killed Ubba and takes all the credit for it, which obviously as soon as Uthred finds out, he's not very happy. He races back to the capital. He goes straight in when Alfred and everybody's in the middle of a church service, which again, you don't have weapons there, you don't interrupt, you let them do their service and their prayers. And he just interrupted. He started having an argument, getting louder and angrier. He took his sword out saying, I killed him with this blade. He got stopped, he got shouted at, and he got basically kicked out. The punishment was death, but Alfred was feeling very generous, and he decided to say, what you're going to have to do is you're going to have to beg. Basically, you have to crawl on all fours, have people throwing stuff at you, and get to the end, kiss the cross, and then you will be forgiven. So Uthred and the king's cousin, I can't remember the guy's name escapes me again, they both have to grow up, things thrown stuff at them. It's really quite weird seeing Uthred in this position, being this, you know, how a strong character is, and seeing him go through this. Right at the very end, he gets up, walks up, and said, "You have to." And then the priest guy says, "You have to kiss the cross." He goes, "Your cross can kiss my ass," and off he goes. Just, I really love the character of Uthred. He's getting more aggressive and everything. He might be a bit naive here and there, but he's such a kick-ass character. So obviously, Uthred is very, very angry. He's really pissed off that Alfred is basically believed Otter, that he's taken all the credit for everything that Uthred has done. He's really angry, and obviously the cracks are starting to really show with him and Alfred now, and as time goes on it will start to fall apart. He gets back to his land where he finds that fat dude again, just dragging a log through, obviously to send it off. They have to pay to get it all chopped up and everything. They get into an altercation. He starts getting angry. He's basically saying, you've taken my log from my land, you're having to pay this person to do this, how much do you get back? All this kind of like political stuff with money and everything, and obviously what you're spending and what you're not spending, saying you're spending my money, my trees, my area. And then he kept pushing him, how much are you getting for this? And the fat guy starts to run. Off he goes, and you realise, right, he's cheating me out of money here. He chases him down with the horse. His missus is yelling at him to stop. He kicks him over with the horse and then stomps on his chest with the horse, gets off, stabs him, and he just turns round to his missus, blood down his face, and goes, that is justice. And the episode ends. It's awesome way to end the episode, because it's, like I said, the cracks begin to show now. Uthred is getting more angry, more pissed off, more aggressive, and I just cannot wait to see what he does with this anger, and I cannot wait for the next episode. With all this stuff that we've done, at the basically when Ubba was killed, that is basically the end of the first book. So the rest of the episode was, I think, about a good third of the second book, which is what I'm reading at the moment. So I don't know how they're going to go here. I think, by the looks of it, it seems like it's going to be 2 books per season, and I think there's only 5 or 6 books in the entire section, so I would assume that maybe there's only going to be 2 to 3 seasons itself. I don't really know, but they're trimming all the fat, they're getting all the important bits in and just rolling on with it, and I'm totally fine with it, because as long as it's good, and at the moment it is good, and it's quality more than quantity, so if it can get really good quality just out of 2 or 3 seasons, I'm totally fine, because at the minute I'm really enjoying it. So that's what I thought of episode 5 of The Last Kingdom. What did you think about it? Let me know down in the comments, or send me an email. You can also find me in the various social media, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and moviepilot.com. Just type in Nerd Bites anywhere and I'm sure you'll find me. And of course, keep it nerdy.